Hi friends, let's get started. So we'll begin sitting down, nice and easy. Whatever position's most comfortable for you, whether that's kneeling or sitting in simple pose. Draw the left ear to the left shoulder. Right ear comes to the right shoulder. And as we begin our practice today, check in with yourself, ask how are you doing, and maybe set an intention for the class. Bring the head back up to center and gently shake the head yes. So your intention for today's class can be anything from every time I exhale, I feel a little more grounded, or every time I inhale, I feel a little lighter. It can simply be I am content. Left ear to the left shoulder once again. Gently shake the head yes. I am strong. I am capable. It's okay. Everything's all right. Any and everything can be your intention, or you can have no intention today. Bring the head back to center, draw the right ear to the right shoulder, and gently shake the head yes. So for the next 45 or so minutes, just let your mat be your safe space. Invoking just a little bit of you time. Bring the head back to center, draw the chin to the chest. Bring the fingertips behind the hips, reaching them back behind you. Leaning back into the hands, begin to lift the chest and lift the chin up toward the ceiling. Pressing the belly forward. You may feel the hips lift. Bring it all back down. Bring the hands a little bit closer into the hips and lift the hips this time up and off of the mat. Settle them back down. Walk the fingertips forward. Coming into forward fold here in your Sirsasana simple pose. And just taking it easy. We're just carving out a little bit of mental rest today, or at least I am. Walk the fingertips back up. Bring the palms behind the hips. And if you had your legs crossed as I do, simply switch the front leg. Again, press into the hands, lifting the hips up. And settle them back down. Walk the fingertips forward once again. You don't have to push yourself in this practice. You can find spaces that are simply comfortable. Even if it's not your sort of full expression, sometimes easing just a little bit off of the full expression or what is available to us allows us just a little bit more space to give ourselves a little bit of a mental or emotional break. Walk the fingertips back up. Bring the hands behind the hips, lean back. And if you were facing the long edge of your mat as I am, we'll draw the legs into a wide V. If you were not, you would like to turn. We've got time for that. I like to bring my hips just a little bit behind my mat so that my heels are a bit more cushioned. And we're still warming up, we're still settling in here, so using any props you would like. Walk it forward, seated forward folds, or seated wide leg forward folds, sorry. Walk it back up. Sitting up nice and tall, turn toward your right leg and walk it forward. You can flex or point the feet here, or move back and forth. We'll come up through center and turn toward the left. And walk it forward, maybe gaze toward your big toe, that's the drishti here. And come up. Draw your left foot in toward the center. So bend the left knee, drawing the left sole of the foot toward the right thigh. Reaching the right fingertips toward our right toes. Reach the left fingertips toward the right toes as well, except we're drawing them up and overhead. And come up. Turn toward the right leg and slowly walk it forward. Again, the big toe is the drishti here, your focal point, and that just gives us something to focus on as we move our bodies. And come up, bring the hands behind the hips, extend the left leg, draw the right foot in. Left fingertips reaching toward the left toes, right fingertips also reaching toward the left toes, stretch it over. And come up, turn toward the left leg, and walk it forward. Inhale and come up. Extend the right leg once again. Walk it through center. And bring it back up. Join the right leg with the left. Scoot yourself fully onto your mat. Cross the ankles and roll through, or make your way to tabletop some other fashion. Take detour. And as we move through our cat-cow, Bhityulasana, Marjaryasana, check in with your intention if you set one. So dropping the belly, lifting the chin, lifting the hips. And then rounding the spine. Tuck the chin, tuck the hips. Drishti here are the thighs or belly button when you are in cat. Or simply gazing forward or up toward the ceiling for cow. So one full exhale or inhale as you round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the hips, and vice versa. Move it with your breath and at your own pace. One last full round, one more cat, one more cow before meeting and a neutral spine. Send the hips toward the heels, child's pose. Whether that's toes together, knees together, or knees and toes about hip distance apart, or knees as wide as the mat, toes together. Walk the arms long. And come back up to all fours. Bring the left hand through the right side between the wrist and the knee. Draw down toward the shoulder, toward the ear. You can step your right hand a step forward if you'd like and press into it to deepen the stretch. You can also bring your right hand behind toward your left hip. Bring it all the way up. Step your right hand back if you had it forward. Step the left hand forward if you'd like. And draw the right hand through the wrist and the knee on the opposite side to come down to the shoulder, down to the ear. And come back up. Draw the left knee forward. Wrap the left leg around the right, similar to what we do in Dhanurasana or eagle posture when we're standing. So our left leg is wrapped around our right leg, and we'll send the hips back. And come back up. Send the hips back. And come back up. If you've got a little more space here, lean into your left hand so you can extend your left leg. You can either lean back or press forward. If you'd like, you can come down to the forearms. Extend the right leg and come all the way down to the left hip. Rotating so that your right hip is closing toward the mat. Bring the left leg back in. Walk the hands in close and come back up to center. Or again, take a detour and get here however you get there. Uncross the legs. Draw the right knee forward. Slide it back. Wrapping the right knee, right leg around the left. Sit the hips back. And come up. Sit the hips back. And come up. Again, if you've got a little bit more space and would like to lean into the right side, extend the left leg. You can stay here, you can bend the left knee, or right knee, sorry, if you'd like, or again, make your way onto your right hip. And bend the right knee back in. Come up to the hands and up to the knees. Uncross the legs. And make your way onto your bottom for a seated position. Extend the legs. Throw the left ankle on top of the right leg. Slide the ankle up the leg as far as you have space or as far as it's comfortable. Sitting up nice and tall. You can also sit up on your yoga props if you'd like here. And walk it forward. Walking both fingertips to reach toward your right foot. And sit up. You can either take the forward fold once again, or if you'd like, bringing the left arm underneath the leg and the right arm underneath the ankle. And lift. If that's a bit too much, you can also sort of grab the the left foot with the right hand and draw the ankle toward the right side of the chest. If you'd like, you can take the left leg out to the side. And close it back in. And release the left foot. Gently shake it out. Cross the right ankle over the left and slide the ankle up the leg as far as is comfortable. Both sets of fingertips reaching toward the foot, and walk it forward. And slide it on up. Again, choosing to fold forward once again or to lift the leg, the choice is yours. Again, if you'd like to take the right leg, out to the side, you can do that as well. And bring it back to center. And then place it back down, uncross the legs, and wiggle it out. Make your way onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Come back to your intention one last time. And relax the legs, sinking into Shavasana, our longest held posture. If there are any props you would like to take advantage of, go ahead and grab those. Closing the eyes if that's comfortable. Soften the toes and soften the ankles. Soften the calves. Soften the thighs and the hips. Soften the belly. Soften the palms. Soften the arms from wrist to shoulder. Soften the chest. Maybe swallow to soften the throat. Soften the jaw. Soften the eyebrows and the forehead. Soften the whole body heavy into the mat and take this time to simply exist. Slowly come back into your body, but wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently moving the ankles from left to right. Maybe rolling the wrists around in a circle. And slowly shaking the head no. On your next inhale, stretch the fingertips high above the head, stretching from fingertip to toe. And as you exhale, rolling onto your side, maybe curling into a ball. Thank yourself for stepping onto your yoga mat today. And when you're ready, bring your top palm onto the mat in front of your chest. Extend your top leg and gently guide yourself up into a seated position. If you still have the eyes closed, as I do, bring the palms to cover the eyes and slowly flutter the eyes open. We'll all bring our hands to heart center. And as you move forward through your week and your weekend, please take this practice as a gentle reminder to come back to your intention as you move through the week, or simply to know that you may have found some peace while on your yoga mat, or maybe just a little bit of space for yourself. Bow the head if you would like. The light in me sees and respects the light in you. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. Any questions or comments can be popped into the chat, or I don't know what side it's on. But thank you again, and have a great evening or morning or rest of your day, whatever.